In this video, I'm answering the top 5 personal branding questions I received. Number 1. As the world is constantly evolving, should there be a distinct demarcation between your personal brand and professional brand? Short answer, yes, and here's why. It's a lot easier for people to connect with your professional brand if they are first connected with you and why you do what you do, which can be easily expressed through your personal brand. So creating that distinct demarcation is super important if you want to gain an unfair advantage over the competition. Number 2, my biggest challenge is that I'm tired of recycling the same content. I thought when I started building my platform on LinkedIn that I would get leads and then create content from that. But after a year, I threw in the towel. So my big question is, what should I center my content on so I never run out of ideas? First thing I want you to know is that reposting the content that you've published before is totally fine. You can simply spin it on the head, or you can perhaps tell a new story to get your point across and then you publish it in another format. That way the content feels fresh and the people that have yet to discover that content will find it. Secondly, you can document and share stories around what you're currently working on something you've worked on in the past, or about somebody that you're currently working with and how you're so eager to work with them. There's always a story to tell about the work that you do. You just need to find it. Lastly, always catch your ideas in writing. There are times when you might just be perhaps doing the dishes or just listening to music and some ideas will pop into your head. You should put down those ideas in your notes app. That way, you never run out of ideas that you can post. I want to know how to position myself to attract dollar or pounds or euro paying jobs and or clients. I want to be dealing with foreign currency in 2024. If you want to be positioned to attract clients or jobs that pay you in foreign currency, you must first have a high value skill. So that can be copywriting, it can be software development, or it can be content creation and content management. Secondly, once you're sure you can deliver value with your skills, you can use your social media to demonstrate your expertise and attract the attention of these clients. Remember, you also have to look the part. How do I attract and retain high-brow customers? First, you have to make sure you have something of high value that you can sell to these customers. Next, you need to articulate the value your product has to offer with the kind of messaging that you share and the kind of content that you put out. Quality content matters here over quantity. Then you want to find communities or accounts where high-paying clients will most likely hang around. For example, you can find social media accounts where they share things about luxury, and then you want to be a part of the community so that you can attract the attention of people that will most likely be able to pay for your high value product. And lastly, when they buy your product, don't just deliver your product. Try to add a gift. So let's say you're selling shoes, for example. You can add complimentary shoelaces, or you can add a custom product care guide to make your business unforgettable. How do I find the time to share content about my work and things I'm passionate about? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to determine the type of personal brand that you're building. Once you figure that out, you want to outline your content pillars. Think about the subjects or topics that you'll be posting about as you go about publishing your content and list them down. Lastly, figure out a schedule that works for you. Will you be posting 2 times a week? Will you be posting 3 times a week? Or will you be posting just once weekly? Figure out what works for you and then note that down. So let's say you're usually busy during the week. You can plan, create, and schedule your content over the weekend. There are lots of apps that can help you to schedule your content beforehand. And there are even some social media platforms that allow you to schedule your content. So figure out a schedule that works for you and try to plan your content beforehand. So you can say on one day you write out all the content you need to create in the coming week. On another day you can perhaps create designs or film the content beforehand. And on another day you can plan to schedule that content ahead of time. That way you never worry about time anymore and you will also stay consistent. Drum rolls! So I developed a guide and worksheet to help you go from thinking, procrastinating, and wasting time online to growing your personal brand in 7 days. That way, you can increase your influence, stand out online, and attract more opportunities. Check the link in the description to grab it.